and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel and today I'm going to be bringing you this spring everyday look that I've been wearing every day. First, one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is the fact that it is Mother's Day coming up. I know that my British followers will be like, what? Because we've just had Mother's Day over here in England, but having relatives here and in other countries, I always celebrate British Mother's Day and also International Mother's Day. So for that reason, I just wanted to take a little moment to talk about Mother's Day and what I will be doing for International Mother's Day. If you know me, then you know the biggest inspiration and hero in my life is my mum, and I love her to pieces. And she's taught me everything that I know and inspires me in so many different ways. So for that reason, I think that it's important I'm celebrating both Mother's Days with her, and I kind of wish that I could make every day Mother's Day for her because I think she's just such an amazing person. So I've actually got her some gifts from Ana Luisa, which is my favourite jewellery brand. So these hoop earrings I have worn since I've got them from Ana Luisa, and I haven't worn anything else because they are just the best. So I thought if I'm going to get jewellery for my mum, the best place to get it from is Ana Luisa. So first up is this 14 karat gold plated necklace that says mama on it. Although I say mum, when I actually speak to my mum I call her mama, so I thought that was just like so perfect for her, and I just think it's a really pretty dainty chain that I'm sure that she will wear all the time. So that's my personal favourite for her. And then I got her a few more necklaces. So my mum's colouring is kind of different to mine. She's very fair and she's got blue eyes, so she wears a lot of like silver and she really likes blues. So what I got her also was this pendant necklace, which I think is really beautiful, and I think it will definitely bring out her eyes. She loves blue, so I think that she'll love this. And then to go with this, I thought for a cool layering idea was also this necklace here. So I feel like these two together would be really nice layering, and I think that she'll really love them. So yeah, so if you are looking for Mother's Day ideas, if you're looking for gift ideas for someone else, or if you just want to treat yourself, I would definitely say go to Ana Luisa if you're thinking of jewellery, because everything I've ever got from there has been amazing and I couldn't recommend it more. So yeah, given all this talk of like Mother's Day, it really feels like spring has finally sprung. So I really want to talk you guys through this spring makeup. So if you want to find out how I got this spring pinky blushy look, then carry on watching. Okay, let's go. So I've just put some concealer on top of my eyelids as a base, and then now the first thing I'm going to do is go in for brows. And at the moment I've been doing like a soap brow, so I'm going to show you what I do. So this is Pear's soap that I've just melted into like a Tupperware so I can carry it around with me. And this is a little spoolie with like an angle brush on the end. So first off, you need to get the spoolie wet. So I just spray, 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 spray. And then all you need to do is just pack the product on there. So really get some soap on there. And then, yeah, I just go ahead and fluff out my brows. So that's the difference between a soapy brow and my normal brow. Then I don't really like to fill in my brows too much, but if there are any gaps, so I can see some gaps here, what I do is I just take like a light brown shade. I don't like to go in too dark because although I've got dark hair, my eyebrows are quite light. So I just take a light brown shade and I just take the angled end of the brush and just fill in any gaps. So next we are doing the eye makeup. So I'm going to go in with my NARS palette. So this is the copper eyeshadow palette from NARS. I just want to focus on being really soft because it's spring makeup. So the first thing I do is I go in with this kind of light pinky shade. And then next I take this really nice copper kind of matte shade and I'll just pop that more in the crease just to define it. So next I go in with this pearly shade here. So that's just for the lid, and I'll just pop that on just to add some brightness and to open up the eyes. So next we're going to do the eyeshadow liner. So what I got, like I've just recently, I think a month ago, bought this angled brush, and it's so fine and it's just the best angled brush I've ever used. So it's the Sigma Winged Liner E06 brush, and I swear by this. So this does all of the work for you in terms of like getting your liner right, because it's just so precise and there's no room for error. So if you are looking for an angle brush, this is the one for you. I can't live without this. I thought I lost it last week and I was literally like beside myself. The best way to do eyeshadow liner is to firstly make sure that the brush is slightly damp. So I take my setting spray and I spray that just to increase the precision of it, to make sure the liner has more depth and it just is a little bit more, the colour's stronger, the pigment's stronger, and there's also less fallout and blurriness. I don't know what the word for it is, I'm just gonna say blurriness. So e.l.f. is always my go-to when it comes to eyeshadows, and especially for eyeshadows for my winged liner. So they've got the new e.l.f. and Jen Atkin palette, which has really all of the basic colours that you need for a good face of makeup. So depending on the day, I'll either do a dark brown or a black. I think today I'll do a black, just because I want to. So I'm gonna dip my damp brush in here. So with liner, I feel like you should always focus on just going up and out. Because the whole point of it is to kind of lift your eyes up. And then once I've got the shape, I just focus on kind of increasing the depth of the colour and packing more product on if need be. Spring looks all about fluffy lashes and just looking feminine and fresh, and I'm going to put you on to the mascara, the viral Maybelline Sky High Mascara, because I did a video on this and this is absolutely worth the hype. This is just the best mascara ever. I don't really have much by way of lashes. I think that my lashes are quite thin and quite short, but it's just unreal. It makes me look like I have a full set of like lashes on. So I'll show you what this looks like. Let's do this. Now that the eye makeup is done, let's move on to skin, because I really love spring skin makeup. We're all about keeping it light and dewy and just seamless and flawless. So I'm going to show you what I do for my spring skin. The primer, I use the Trini London BFF cream, and this also has SPF 30, which is always helpful. I always use SPF anyway. So I just kind of dab that all along the face and massage it in. And this creates like a really hydrated, flawless base to then work with. Okay, and then for skin. So I heard on TikTok about so many people knowing, all of these makeup artists, that their secret ingredient for flawless looking dewy skin is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I was like, right, need this. So I got this and it really is amazing. So you can use this as a highlighter or you can use it as a primer, but I kind of use it mixed in with the Glossier Skin Tint, which I heard about from the Madison Beer Vogue makeup tutorial. So I kind of blend these two together to create a flawless base. So firstly, I have the Perfecting Skin Tint in the shade G8. So I'll give it that little shake and I will just dot it around my face. So just like little dots. Doesn't have to be perfect, there's no real like technique to this. Make sure your neck always matches your face. That's so important. And then I take the Flawless Filter in, this is 5 Tan. So I just dot that in the areas where I don't have the skin tint. Just filling in the gaps. Imagine if I was literally like, okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Then I take a brush first. So this is the Il Makiage 100 foundation blending brush. So I always blend with the brush first, kind of dabbing it, and then I go in with a beauty blender. Just that you can never blend enough. Blending is so important. So here it's just kind of meshing it all together to create this really beautiful glow. Yeah, I think a lot of the inspiration behind this spring look really came from when I tried the Madison Beer Vogue makeup look, because it was something a little different to what I usually do, and then when I tried it I was like, oh, this is actually amazing. So it was a mesh between doing that, and I recently did a Gigi Hadid spring makeup tutorial, so I'm kind of blending them both together to make the ultimate spring face. So then I take a damp beauty blender and I blend again, because you can never blend enough. And it just creates really dewy, it just gives the illusion of really dewy, natural skin. It doesn't really look like, and it doesn't feel like there's any weight on there, to be honest. Like with the skin tint and with the Flawless filter, even blending them together, it just doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. It just feels like skin, which is what spring and summer is all about. It's about keeping it pretty, but you know, natural and low maintenance. So then for concealer, I'm taking, oh my god, I just dropped it. I've got it now. So for concealer, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade 2W Light Medium. So I am going to do the little lifting technique with this. So you just put it under your eyes here. And this is why it's kind of good to do your eye makeup first, because if there's any fallout, you can just kind of easily sort it out. So here, and this is where you can be really precise and really sharpen up your makeup. Lift it upwards, and then a little bit here, a little bit here. And I get shadow on my chin, so let's get rid of her too. So blend that out. We just want everything to really melt together, and there's been no lines and nothing too kind of structured and contoured. It's all about blending into one. Right, and then for cream contour, what we're going to be doing is going for less is more, but just being strategic about placement. So with contour, I like to just put it slightly on my cheekbone just to lift the face, a little bit here, a splodge here, here, and then slightly under the chin. And then I'm going to take my brush and blend it upwards, just so I'm really specific about lifting that. And then I'll probably go in with a beauty blender as well. And now we're moving on to blush, something I never used to do. I would never ever do blush before, and I used to just feel like it didn't suit me or it didn't look nice on me. But after I tried this, so this is Pink Gasm from Charlotte Tilbury. This is amazing. This is the one that Madison Beer uses in her tutorial, so I was like, right, let me try that and see if it's as magical as it looks. And it really is. It's so good. And now I'm just wearing blush all the time. So I used to be just add more gold and more bronzer, but I think for spring, having kind of a little bit of colour in your cheeks, I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to show you how I do my blush. So what I'll do is I'll just put it up here. I don't do the thing where you like smile and put it on the apples of your cheeks, because I feel like that brings your face down. So it's just kind of a light colour here, and then I kind of put a little bit on my nose as well, like I've just been sun-kissed. I'll blend that out with my finger first, just to keep that colour, and then go in with the beauty blender. I just want a little bit more control over exactly where the blush is, so it doesn't go anywhere that blush wouldn't usually go. Does that make sense? I hope so. And the colour of this is so beautiful, and I think it suits so many skin tones. Throughout the day I do get oily in certain areas, so the best thing to do is to use powder. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, and this is in 1 Fair, because I kind of just put it in the lighter areas. So I'll just sweep this under my eyes, just pat it in there. So there that is. Just gonna take some and then just dab it under my eyes just to set that area. I get a bit greasy kind of here as well. Nothing too much, just to set those areas and to stop any shine in areas that you don't want to be shining in. And then a new product that I have also just tried out recently that is incredible. So I've always heard amazing things about the Iconic London highlighter, but oh my god, it's actually insane. So I just put This is so highly pigmented. I only put like a little bit, so I'm quite careful about how I use it, but I just put like 1 or 2 drops here. And then blend with my finger again to have a bit more control. Because I think highlight and glow is also essential as part of the spring summer look. But you don't want to like overdo it. It's just that kind of let the sunlight hit you. Look how amazing that is. And that's really not a lot. I haven't actually squeezed out a blob. I just kind of patted it on there. That's amazing. Look at that glow. What I've also been doing is just taking like a very small eyeshadow brush, taking some of the product and just putting it in the inner corner. Just because it really pops. Like this is, I'm just really not using a lot at all, and it's just amazing. I'm using Airbrush Flawless Finish again in the shade 3 Deep. And I just take that, it's kind of like a tan colour, it's not too heavy. Take a really light amount, dust that off, and just put that in the cheekbone area, making sure to really like go in circular motions so we're not having lines. Put a bit there, put it on the forehead, and really work that in. And my next favourite bit is more blush. I don't know when I became this person, but this is who I am now. So I take the Fenty Beauty, it's Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, and it's the kilowatts, which are always just amazing. And here, this is what it looks like. So nice. So you've got one really shimmery one and one kind of a light shimmery one, and I kind of just put both on. Like I dab it, because my god, this is so strong. And I just put that where the blush is, so just tap it on really lightly. I'd rather go in quite light and build up than go in really heavy, but I just love this. It just gives the most perfect sheeny rosy cheek, and also on my nose, again for that sun-kissed look. So this is the NARS Precision Lip Liner in Morocco, and this is a really nice pinky shade. So I take this and I really overline my lips. So I go in with some gloss. So I used to never actually wear gloss. I just felt like it didn't suit me, and now that I've started wearing it, I really love it. What I do is I use a lip oil, and the one I use is the Clarins lip oil in Honey. Yes, Honey. And as the final step, again something I've really discovered recently, is the iconic London Prep Set Glow setting spray. So if I show you this, look at that, how cool is that? And this just brings everything together and gives you a really beautiful glow. So I will spray some of this on. Also smells really nice, and then let my face dry. This is the final look. This is my glowy spring go-to everyday makeup. If I want to feel a little bit more glam, what I like to do is put a half lash on the ends of my lashes. But for every day, I feel like this is such a pretty spring look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have anything you want to ask, or if there are any more videos that you want to see from me, please let me know in the comments below. And until next time, see you guys, bye.